After numerous nominations and a series of voting processes, we have good news. The results are out. You're welcome to the BOQ After Show. My name is Na Akushika Kofi, and of course, I'll be taking you through. I'm going to be your quiz master, and well, I'm your honorable tip mistress, so it's a job I have to deliver as fast and quickly and beautifully as I can. Now, this is where we're going to be discussing and answering a lot of your questions and telling you what the artists got after the voting process. And also on the show, I'm going to be sitting with the relationships officer, Eric Tosca. He is the relationships officer for Tunes by Muse. I'm also going to be sitting for the music lead, Yawbwedu Ayabuafo Jr., popularly known by many as NYB. He's also the music lead for Tunes by Muse. We're also going to be sitting with the social media manager of Muse Africa, and he goes by the name Derek Anokbwedi. He has a lot of nice hair and beard, so expect the best face when he comes. And I'm not done yet. This is like, should I say, the Ogbos of Muse Africa, George Redu Dia. He is the director of editorial for Muse Media Networks, and all these people who form a part of the entire Muse Africa team are going to be answering a lot of your questions about how the selection process was going, about how the categories were chosen, about how social media was going crazy with how the voting process were going. So don't go away. We're going to go on a commercial break. When I come back, it's still the BOQ After Show.
You win the team. Thank you. Thank you. So show the camera. Thank you. Let's go. Yes. No, I want to go. August, if you win something. Yeah, Thank you.
So guys, listen, man. I just came through to Muse Africa General Office, and I got my plaque for video of the quarter. I'm so grateful. Thank you guys for voting, and you know, let's keep winning this thing more. Let's keep winning more of that. Big shout out to everyone, man. Peace and love. It's good.
Me won Hip Life Song of the Quarter last year with a remix of Nothing I Get. Yes, and finally 2020 we are finally presenting him with the social distancing, so I know if we agree to plenty.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I just want to say thank you to all the fans. Thank you to keep supporting family, Charlie. And we are on this category too, this year too. So keep your votes coming. Thank you.
You're welcome back from the break. If you just tuned in, this is Muse Africa's Bangerz of the Quarter 2020 After Show. My name is Na Akushika Kofi. Now, this is questions that most people ask when it comes to award schemes. I mean, people wonder, what is the selection process? What is the criteria for selecting these categories? Well, like you, I am curious. And we have the relationships officer for Tunes by Muse, should I say, Eric Tosca, here to satisfy our curiosity. So you're welcome to the show.
Thank you, Na.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's just get straight to the point. Now, how was the selection process like?
It was quite difficult because this time we had two quarters combined.
Okay.
This is a half-year edition, and we're working with over 200 songs released within this time frame from 1st January to 31st June.
That's a lot of songs.
A lot. It's more than 200.
Okay, so you had to actually scale down a lot.
Yeah, you shortlist the songs, you select songs which falls under every category. We deal with 17 categories.
Okay.
This year we added the comics song of the quarter because we had a lot of songs coming from the comic sector. So we added that. It's a new category.
Yes.
So we added that category to it. So we deal with 17 categories.
Okay, so let me pop up this question before you continue quickly. You mentioned that you had to shortlist a number of songs before you got to that final total number, 200. What was the criteria? Because there's so many songs that we have here in Ghana.
Yeah, you know, Muse Africa, we play songs on TV.
Yes.
Yeah, and we also work with good music. So they provide us with statistics, and we know the top played songs in Ghana every week and even every day. They can tell you the most played song in a week, a month. So we deal with these statistics and urban radio plays.
Yes.
You know urban radio?
Yeah, I do.
Yes. So we deal with all these stats to select our songs. So
Okay, I think I get where you're coming from. So you had to use legit means to select the songs. So the people wouldn't just come and say that, oh no, they were being biased all that.
This year they didn't have any controversy. Okay. This song doesn't qualify. No.
I get it. I get where you're coming from. So let's move straight into the categories. We had categories like best collaboration. We had categories like album or EP of the year. Yeah. So let's first talk about best categories. We had Adina, Stonebwoy, Take Care of You, and all that in there. Exactly. How did you feel collating all that? How was the process like?
Okay, so the category first off should be a feature of one or two, or two or more artists. So, selecting the songs, we had the statistics from Good Music. So, with the statistics, you know the benchmark, which is the most played songs.
Yeah.
You put that one first, then you select the other songs that kind of come close to that song.
Okay, but most played songs within what duration? I mean,
I said from 1st January.
Okay.
Up to 30th June.
June. Yeah.
Yeah. So with this time frame, we know we have the stats and we know the most played song.
Okay.
So you pick one benchmark, then you start selecting.
Okay. And what about the album or EP of the year?
You know, we are the only.
Because you know those are big. I mean, there's so many songs in one. So
yeah, we are the only music. We are the only music. We have an album and EP.
Yeah.
Even the big ones do not do that.
Okay.
So we did that to have albums and the EP.
Yeah.
Because they are both projects that are people putting effort to do.
Okay. So wait, you're saying that we are the only, should I say, music outlet? Are you sure this is true?
It's true. Check.
I work with Muse Africa, so I know it's true. I just wanted you to confirm it for our viewers.
Check.
Okay, no problem. So this is one area that I'm super interested in, Afrobeat. I mean, this is one of the genres that has taken, like, should I say, it's become so popular and everybody is interested in. So there's so many songs in there. Yeah. How did you come to that list? Or should I say that shortlisted amount?
It was very difficult coming up with that list. But, you know, as I said, we had the stats. We're dealing with stats.
Okay.
And we know what's playing on the urban radio and all those stuff.
Yes.
So we selected song by song. Check. We also use data, which is YouTube streams numbers from their data platform. We use those ones also. That's what's going to.
I think I get it. So, what was your personal favorite though?
Oh.
Really?
Oh.
Okay. Thank you so much for coming on the show, Eric.
Thank you.
Say hi to your viewers.
Hi.
And I have my guests here laughing. Okay, so let me just give you this gist. Muse Africa accumulated 80,074 votes across all categories. We know the joke. I just want to let you know that we know the joke. And we have our music lead for tunes by Muse, Mr. Iyabwedu Ayabuafo Jr., popularly known by many as NYB and the African Print and Glasses Nerd. And he's going to talk to us about how the voting process went, the fans' reactions to the voting processes, and he's going to answer, obviously, as I said in the intro, every single question that you have in your mind. You're welcome to the show, NYB.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you look dapper as always, and African.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's just get straight to the point. How was the entire voting process like?
Okay, so I just summarized it. First day, our servers crashed. We had like 30,000 people on the website waiting for their favorite artists and favorite songs. So the server actually crashed, and we had to, you know, it's Muse Africa. We needed to go back and bring it back live so that more people could vote for.
So people were really interested in this.
Yes, very much. And you see, the 80,000 is just a single person voting for 17 categories.
Yes.
So you could see the number of people. So when I say 30,000, they are on the website voting for various categories, and it was amazing for me. Looking at the numbers, I'm like, wow. I get it. I get where you're coming from. It was amazing.
Yeah. So there's one other question that I've been meaning to ask. You know, during voting processes, today I'm just using you and Eric as an example.
Yeah.
Today I see that you are a hip hop artist and your votes are here, but then tomorrow I see Eric's votes overshadowing yours. How were you feeling sitting behind the machine, monitoring all this? And it's like, oh shoot, like somebody just dropped, manifest just dropped.
It was fun. Like it wasn't predictable. Like initially, to me, I can say maybe I think this one will be leading. Then you go and be like, wow, this this one. You see, what even was amazing was the last day of voting.
Okay.
Someone who probably was up for like, the voting was done in 1 week. So someone who was up like 6 days. Final day, the person is second. Okay. So it was so keenly contested. Like the gaps at the top were not really that much. But we also had categories where it was a clear-cut winner.
Yes.
But then
yes.
for like hip hop category,
categories like
hip hop category,
okay.
Afrobeat category, like video category, the main like song of the quarter category. Challenge. It was hot. It was hot.
Okay, so you're saying there were some categories you realized it was like a clear-cut winner. You knew who was going to win.
Not like I knew, but the voting part.
You actually saw.
Like, let's say alternative song.
Yeah.
The winner was clear from day one, but the gap was huge. But then, like I'm saying, Afrobeat was so close, hip hop was so close that I was like, who would win? And the final hour, you see, voting closed on 11:59 on 59 seconds, and it was so tight then. So one of the categories which was keenly contested was the hip hop song of the quarter. Can you believe the person who won with just 30 votes?
30.
Yes.
Then that was that was a very keen contest.
Yes, and even that one was last minute votes. It's like I'm winning, so I've slept, and then the second person, people were not sleeping, and they voted, and then like.
I think I get where you're coming from. So were you excited to see the winner?
Well, I'm excited to see all the winners because once you are nominated, you deserve to win. So everyone is a winner.
Okay, so one last question before you go. How did you solve the problem of multiple voting?
Okay, so basically, you could not vote more than once.
Once?
Yes. So once you vote, it's based on your IP and your catch, so that someone will not sit in his or her room, then vote 10,000 times. You've seen award schemes who one person will vote and win, but you make sure that people get a fair chance. This one is your fans actually voting. Yeah, I'm asking because, I mean, even Twitter, this elite social media platform, has been hacked in by numerous people. So I'm just asking, you know, people can actually use devious means to do what and get what they want. That's why I'm asking that. Thanks to God,
everything was smooth.
No, our security is JJ.
Hey, no.
So you could see, artists could come and be like, oh, boss, so I can't vote again.
Oh, really?
Yes. And funny enough, one thing about the voting system is it also takes the IP of an internet server. So if you're in an office and you are using just one server and one person votes, he has voted for all of you.
Are you serious?
Yes, so you have to make sure that you are independently voting. So you not sit in your house and bring all your boys and vote plenty.
Ah, that's smart.
Yes, so that is one of, you see, that's why this awards is highly regarded. Because people are actually voting.
Muse Africa's Bangerz of the quarter has to go international, honestly.
It is international.
Because, I mean, security at its best.
That's why when you enter people's homes, once you enter their homes, you see our plaques.
Yes.
Because it's fulfillment. It's your fans actually saying you deserve it.
Yeah.
You voted for it. It's not muff.
It's not hacking.
It's not inorganic votes.
And it's not hacking too. Thank you so much, NYB. And what do you have to tell our viewers with regards to COVID-19?
Okay.
Quickly.
First of all, before I talk about COVID-19, guys, thank you for participating in this year's the first quarter edition of the Bangerz of the Quarter. You guys were so amazing, and I can't wait for the rest of the year. For COVID-19, please stay safe, stay home. If you don't have anything to do outside, wear your face mask, sanitize, and don't forget, we love you.
Yes, we do. Thank you. Social media was going crazy because of Muse Africa's Bangerz of the Quarter 2020 edition. Of course, it has to go crazy because Muse Africa definitely drives you crazy in a positive way. Now, I have the social media manager for Muse Africa, Derek Anobwedi. I announced and told you earlier that he has a very beautiful beard with white strokes and marks in there. And he laughs like a rich man too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you enough for having me.
Yes, it's always a pleasure. Now let's move straight into business. Okay,
Yeah, sure.
How was the reaction on social media first when we announced Muse Africa's Bangerz of the Quarter 2020 edition?
I mean, if you've been a Stars fan or if you've been a follower from day one of Muse Africa, you will know that from the very first inauguration of Muse Bangerz of the Quarter, which was first Muse Urban Awards, Muse Music Urban Awards, it went crazy. Immediately we announced like nomination. It's like Jesus is coming to give some gifts. People are just trusting, yo. This
so Muse Africa is Ghana's Jesus.
Exactly.
Yeah.
On social media, on the day Muse Bangerz of the Quarter's nominations are being announced, everyone is on Twitter waiting to see which of their favorite song or artist has been nominated in which category. So it went crazy. This year's edition was the same. It's none different from the others. It just went crazy.
And I'm sure it's going to be actually, it was bigger because it was a combination of 2 quarters.
Exactly. That's what make it even crazier because everyone was like, oh my God, how come this category has like 8 nominations? What's going on? We told them that this is a special edition. 2 combination. I mean, combination of 2 quarters combined.
Yeah. So were people hitting into our DMs?
DMs. It crashed.
Like
I just had to like organize myself and know who I'm replying because everyone's just asking, hey, what's going on? Like, like
I'm so happy.
I just don't know how to explain it to you. Like, if you sit behind the desk and see the computer and the number of messages we had in the DMs, nah.
Wow, that must have been stress for you.
Yo.
Yeah, I'm not talking more time away. Anyway, so let's continue. What was the stars? The stars, our celebrities' reactions.
Exactly. Yeah. These are the stars who are always hitting you up and say, "Oh, how come I'm not in this category?" And immediately they get nominated, they know they need to win, and the only way they can get people to vote for them is to make sure they know that they are nominated. So one of them was Kofi Kenata.
Yeah.
He was nominated in the High Life category.
Okay.
And he said #Team Move. Voting time was soon. You see
I the picture how he go say for in mind.
Voting time now because he knows that it's a big deal and every artist knows it's a big deal. Moving forward, Mr. Drew of Highly Spiritual Music. He what he did was amazing. He said, let's bring this one home because he knows he's never won it before. And he said, drop a screenshot, make a follow back. So if you vote in it, that's all. Another was our very own, the new sheriff in town. Do you know the sheriff in town?
Yes, I do.
Of course, so I'm talking about Misery.
Yeah, I do.
So if a sheriff is telling people to
sheriff in town.
If your sheriff is telling you to vote and then we'll arrest you. So she said we got one from Muse Africa. Please click on the link to vote, and you know it was crazy.
Yeah.
Also, one of the rappers, one of the best rappers I've ever heard in Ghana.
Yeah.
And he's from Kumasi.
Okay.
And his name is Strong
Man.
So he says, thanks for the support, fam, with the, prayer or whatever it is. # 10 AM album, # Strong Empire, and then Muse Africa. So this is also the traditional trap artist.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do.
You do,
Of course.
So no problem.
But wait, I was about to mention his popular Nikki Atajwa. Then my friend Ajwa.
I'm on the breaking. So he was like 4 nominations on Muse Africa. Guys, use this link to vote the Ghana flag and then the So
okay, I think I saw. Wait, this I really because Kofi Jamar is Tilly's my Tilly's. Yeah. So this is what he said. Hey guys, we've been nominated for Muse Africa BOQ in the following categories. Kindly click on this link and vote for me in all the categories. Let's bring this home. And we have our own female rapper, Eno Baroni. And she's like, thank you for the nomination. Log on to www.museafrica.com to vote. And her fans were going crazy down there on the replies.
Tell you that if nomination drop, like I said, mayhem just because for everywhere.
Everywhere goes scatter. Helter skelter.
You know, be joke. This thing I'm talking about, like people are really into this thing, and it's not like I said from the inauguration from Muse everyone was in Muse BOQ. It's been crazy whenever nominations come out.
I'm so impressed and I'm happy because I know you're very good at your job, and there's no other person that can handle this better than you do. So thank you so much for doing this for Muse Africa. And what you have to say to your fans before you go? I mean, you have fans.
People will tell their fans to Momo. I can't go without, you know, some interesting comment. Every time we bring out nominations, people disagree, people agree, and people always want to know how come someone wasn't into a certain categories and all of that. But first of all, let me give you a brief history of how we changed things in Music Urban Awards. So we started the voting process on social media. We started on Twitter, and we realized that Twitter gives you 4 spaces to put out a poll, but some categories have more than 4 nominations. Yes, and we can't put out 2 polls. It makes it a bit different. So our bosses, and then we had a whole team meeting and realized, no, let's take this thing from Twitter to the website.
It has to change.
Exactly. So things moved from Twitter to social media. To websites. Yeah. And then it went crazy. Just this edition, right? Yeah. When we announced nominations.
The way you're laughing, I see something.
The website crashed.
Yeah. And, you know, and Rabi was here and he mentioned this.
Exactly, because everyone was working, right? And we had a call like, guys, that website crashed. What they go on? It's like, yo, wow. That should tell you the impact Muse Bangerz of.
I'm so happy.
Listen to the name, Bangerz.
Like with the band.
Yes, bro.
Thank you so much. So NYB was here. You have something else to say?
Yeah.
Okay, go.
So
go ahead.
Someone was like, African party be reggae dancehall song. Hello, Charlie. Shut up back confirm. Come around, though. Like, yo, people just don't understand. So that's like I'm saying, right? Some categories, people just don't know how they come in there.
Yes.
So this year, what we did was we realized that people do not understand how we put out.
So we had to
put out the category definition for people to understand what is going on.
So they don't see we're biased.
Exactly. And then someone was like, fanfu. If you know be deep voice with regular.
Yeah, I think I saw that. And I really laughed because, okay, well.
There was this one that caught my eye. Okay. And I think, I don't know what happened. Maybe it's a use. So it's the sister fear. Or rap no ama yati ibimon kao.
Sir, I understand. And
then there was another one that was very. I think this was the best comment on social media about music. This guy was like, "Don't even ask. Everything is done behind the scene. Therefore, behind the scene."
Okay, that's great. That's really like that's brilliant.
Thoughtful.
Yeah.
Mind blowing.
Like,
you see, Muse Africa, we just don't make people comments. We bring creativity out of people.
Wow.
See, Muse be okay. I don't know give you people safe.
Okay, so I really wish we could have a longer conversation, but I'm going to invite you on my show one time and we'll do a very long, banging conversation. So NYB was here and he gave a message to our people with regards to COVID-19. Can you do same?
With COVID-19 here, guys, you know what we have to do. We want to have BOQ every time. BOQ had a party last year at Sierra Leone, and since COVID-19 wasn't there, it was crazy. Yo, from 8 o'clock to 4 a.m. Nah,
till mama calls.
People were just banging on us, banging for music. So COVID-19 is here. We need to kick it out so we can also bang on you guys. We can give you parties, have entertainment, have fun, and you know what, do what we want to do. But we have to do certain things, guys. Wear your nose mask, wash your hands safely, sanitize your body.
But you know they practice what you preach.
Yeah, but as soon as I get home,
I'm bed chill. Thank you so much for coming on the show, Derek. Well, Muse Africa always presents something beautiful to the award winners. I have the Director of Editorial for Muse Media Networks, Mr. George Redudia here, and he's going to talk to us about Everything Award. The plugs, what went into it financially, physically, everything. So thank you for being on the show today.
Thank you very much.
Okay, and you look good.
Thank you.
Yes. Anyway, so let's just go straight into this without wasting much time. What's the difference between previous plugs that you have given to these award winners, and how different is it from now, this year's BOQ 2020?
Okay, so you see, the Bangerz of the Quarter is not just to give you something that, you know, I don't want to use a certain word like it will fade. So the idea was to give you something that is worth keeping forever.
Yeah.
And the team sat down and were like, okay, if we do a metallic award, what happens to it? Am I rust?
Rust, yeah.
If we do, let's say, a wooden award, what happens to it?
I think it's going to, is it shred? You know? Would they?
Depending on the wood that is being used, right?
Yeah. Sometimes it peels.
Yeah. But if we're able to give you an award, a plaque that comes in the form of a citation, whatever happens to it, you're able to switch it up and still keep it. So we built the plaque design. I mean, I'm sure they'll show it on the screen right now, in a way that it's more like a citation. It's like recognizing your hard work, and then saying thank you for giving us the best music for a quarter. So the award comes in a citation form. So that even if you're 65 years old and your grandkids want to see it, all you do is just change the framing, and then you can still show it.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And it's different from all the other award plaques that we have in the market. So that's the rationale behind designing the plaque. Yeah.
Okay, so I remember when you came on the show during the announcement, I asked you if there were any financial problems that you faced. This year, after this whole thing, I asked you that, but I'm still hell-bent on knowing because it takes money to actually do this. I
mean, let me say that the first BOQ that we did at Club Onyx, when we did the after party, normally when the voting is done, we bring the fans together to meet their stars, and then they have a party, they take pictures and all that kind of thing. The first one, we added a flask, like a water flask, branded with the artists, with all the winners' names on it. So I'm sure on the screen you see one with Kwesi Arthur, Kwesi Slay showing up their flags and everything. Now,
see that.
We seek to give you something that is more cherishable than just putting up and then later you can use it. So financially, yes, it will cost us because we are thinking about the artist. You know, because some of us have privileges of working in the industry for a minute. You know that when you give an artist a certain award or a flag without anything, sometimes it doesn't come with.
But I think although financially it's costing us, it's still building our reputation.
Yes, I mean the whole idea is that we don't just spend money for building a flag that will pay off Rasta. You know, the idea is to think about them. So it will cost us, obviously, because once we give it to you, we want it to be, you know, treasured. So yes, it does cost us, but it's worth it because look at the amount of work our musicians put in the music. Look at the amount of time they spend on our platform. I'm sure you've talked to Eric.
Yes, I have. I've talked to all of them.
Yes, and they've taken you through it. I mean, our platform is so humble to have all these huge stars every day sharing their music with us, commenting and promoting us. So I mean, in marketing we call something cross-pollination. So we get free cross-pollination from all these stars.
But I know I learned that in science.
You did?
I didn't know that was the marketing.
Yes, in marketing something called in digital marketing something called cross-pollination, where a bigger influencer or a bigger account shares and gives you a referral for you to get some numbers. So we appreciate them. So we can't just give them. So even though it's costing us, it's better to cost us than to us lose this amazing talent.
Okay. So that you've enlightened us in that regard. Now, in recent Bangerz of the Quarter editions, this year is 2020, and what's making it different and bigger is that there are 2 quarters combined, making it a half-year edition. So I know that in recent times we have given them an attached gift in addition to the plug, but this year it's 2 quarters combined. You're going to definitely add something to the plug, right? But how big is it going to be? Bigger.
Let me call for the plug. Let me call for the quarter flag so that you know. So the flag has gone through
let me help you.
Series of change. Now let me explain. So on your screen, the first flag that you see holding Kwesi Arthur is different from this.
Okay, I think you have to see this.
So the first flag was bigger.
Okay.
All right, it was bigger for a reason, and then the team sat down and said, we need to redefine the plug. So every year we put in a different approach into the plug.
Okay.
Now this is for 2019.
Oh, okay.
Right?
That's last year.
Last year. So 2019. So you know we have winner High Life Song of the Quarter.
Yeah, and this is for the general one, Song of the Quarter.
Exactly. So you know there are no names on it. There are no photos on it. So this year's award scheme because Mr.
Wow, I think I know where this is going.
Exactly. So you're going to have a customized flag for every winner.
I can't crazy. Wait, Mr. Redu. I'm the one who's going to announce the winners, right?
Of course.
Yes! I can't wait.
So every winner is going to get a customized plug for yourself. So your picture, your name will be on the plug. So
I mean, that's something that when you walk into your hall, it has to be in your hall, not your bedroom. Please, winners. Like you see it and like you're so proud of yourself. Like that's my face there. Yeah. That's my name there. Yeah. That's my name on Muse Africa's Bangerz of the Quarter 2020. Sure.
And there's one more surprise. An element of surprise is that we know that this is wooden, right? And because we are 5 years, we're changing the whole packaging. So you might get it in metallic form. So your name and your picture will be how do you call it? What's the English word for it?
Inserted in there.
Yes. In a metallic frame.
Yeah.
So you can keep it for the rest of your life. And we're choosing the finest metal.
I was just about to say that. Yes. You mentioned that metals was, but Muse Africa, we don't do things that are like
we are working with the best. Yeah. We're working with the best designer on this one. We're choosing the finest metal to make sure that. And when you receive your plug, it will come with a small manual on how to keep it forever.
Okay.
Yeah. So you'll be taught how to treat it. You know. Just like how you buy a gold and a silver chain, how you are taught to treat it. The same thing that comes with it. So this year's plugs will be different, and hopefully, who knows what's going to happen at the last quarter of the year. Maybe we might double up.
Yes, we have to. Now, quick question before you go. I think I really wish I could keep one of them. Quick question before you go. I know COVID-19 is still here. I know that we always have after parties when these winners win. But then I think we can still do something.
Yes, we are doing so.
Whilst observing the COVID-19 protocol.
We are doing 2 concerts as part of our 5th anniversary, and then the whole Bangerz of the Quarter.
Yeah.
We are doing 2 virtual concerts. One is dedicated to interlude artists.
Okay.
So an interlude artist is an artist who is new in the system, and then every year Muse Africa introduces 5 new artists, and they become huge.
We make them huge,
exactly.
Not big.
One of them is Ghanaian MP.
Yes.
Yeah. So we are so excited about this virtual concert coming up, and it will air on Muse TV on Vice Award on 31st of July.
Yeah.
At 5:30. So obviously, if you are following us, the second virtual concert is going to air on the 5th of August, because then we end our 1-month celebration of our 5th anniversary.
Yes.
And that will host your A-list artists performing for you, all for free in the comfort of your home. It's Muse at 5.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much for always watching us.
Yes. So I mean, you have to go. You're a very busy man. I can't keep you here for the whole night. But then this is one last thing. You have worked with Muse Africa for all these years.
Yes.
I know it's been tough.
Yeah.
Can you let people know what your experience has been, so it serves like a motivational speech for somebody who is starting something? I mean, people need this. People start things like this. I mean, you started as a blogger.
Yep.
Nana 18 blog years ago. Should I say when I wasn't even born? but then
as an event person.
Okay, but then here you are,
yeah.
Director of Editorial for Muse Media Networks, and I know you're going to be bigger. So you have to tell people what they need to do in this space to get to where you are and even beyond.
I think I'll say the most annoying thing I always tell people when you're asking this question is learn how to get frustrated.
But that's not annoying.
It is. I mean, people don't like to say the truth.
Okay.
You know, your passion should frustrate you. If it doesn't frustrate you,
it's like
yes, it has to frustrate you. You know, it's like there are days where you have to feel like this is the reason why I wake up every morning, not the reason why I want to quit though. This is the reason I wake up every morning. So the thing has to frustrate you.
Like it fills you.
Yes.
It fills you up.
Yes. Once it's frustrating you, it's like you have an annoying partner in your house. Yes.
Do you?
I don't. I'm so fortunate. I'm very fortunate to have very, very, very beautiful people around me.
Okay.
But my career frustrates me. That's how come I don't sleep. So if you want to do something for yourself, think about the thing. If it's not frustrating you, don't touch it. That means that is not what you have to do. It has to frustrate you. You have to wake up and you have to feel sad. You have to feel disappointed. You have to feel like it's not going well the way you plan it. And then you know you're on the right path. If it's not doing that to you, please find yourself, take your time, take a chill pill, and then find that thing that frustrates you.
Yes.
Because that was what will always keep you going back to it.
Nanayao says it has to frustrate you. I have to write this down. Your passion must frustrate you.
Yes.
Then you see that dot thing that they put there. George Nanayao Redu. Thank you so much for coming on the show. God bless you.
God bless you too.
It's been a long road. From song selection to shortlisting them to service crashing, to watching and observing the reactions of fans on social media through the voting process, and finally, we're happy to announce as Muse Africa team that the results are in. But first of all, thanks to Eric Tosca, NYB, Derek Anobwedi, and finally, our Director of Editorial, George Ray Duduya, for making an appearance and answering our questions and satisfying our curiosity. Now, the moment that you've all been waiting for. Here are the results and winners of Muse Africa's Bangerz of the Quarter 2020 Half Year Edition, and they are on your screens now. But first of all, I'll let you know that you have to follow Muse Africa on all of our social media platforms to watch the updates and see how these winners receive their plaques from Muse Africa. Now, if you're not following us on Twitter, it's Muse_Africa. On Instagram and Facebook, it's Muse Africa.